Hey Yankees fans, you're not going to want to miss this update because we are diving into one of the biggest moves the team has made recently. The New York Yankees have just pulled off a deal that has everyone talking, and it's not just another signing or trade. It's a calculated, strategic move that could really shake up the rotation and give the team the boost it needs heading into the next season. The Yankees have been searching for pitching depth, especially after dealing with injuries and inconsistencies across the rotation. And now, they've secured a young, talented arm who still has room to grow and develop into a true cornerstone of the team. The player at the center of this deal is left-handed pitcher Ryan Weathers, who comes to the Yankees from the Miami Marlins. This acquisition is a clear example of smart baseball management, getting a player who hasn't fully reached his peak yet, but shows all the tools and signs that a breakout is imminent. Weathers is just 26 years old, has major league experience, and despite some past injuries, has shown steady improvement over the last few seasons. His last full season saw him put up a 3.63 earned run average, displaying both resilience and potential. The Yankees have a reputation for unlocking hidden value in pitchers, and with Matt Blake at the helm of the pitching staff, it's easy to see how Weathers could evolve into a high-impact starter. To acquire Weathers, the Yankees parted with 4 minor league players: Dylan Lewis, Brendan Jones, Dylan Jasso, and Juan Mauthers. On the surface, giving up 4 prospects might sound like a lot, but when you analyze the context, it becomes clear that these were assets the team could afford to part with. Dylan Lewis and Brendan Jones, for example, were promising but blocked by depth in the Yankees' outfield, meaning their path to consistent playing time at the major league level was limited. Lewis showed some power and athleticism, but wasn't going to crack a lineup that already has several established outfielders, while Jones's speed and defensive prowess, although impressive, didn't solve a pressing team need. Weathers' track record speaks volumes about why the Yankees were willing to make this move. He has the velocity, breaking ball repertoire, and overall command that the Yankees look for in a starter they can mold. His strikeout numbers are solid, his walks are under control, and his advanced metrics indicate a pitcher who can consistently get outs in a variety of ways. In short, he fits the profile of a pitcher who, with the right coaching and development, could become a true difference maker. His history with the Padres and later the Marlins shows a player who has found his stride when given consistent opportunity, and now the Yankees are placing him in an environment designed to maximize his potential. This deal also reflects a larger vision for the Yankees' roster construction. By securing a young, high-upside pitcher, they address a significant need while still leaving flexibility to explore other moves in the coming months. The team continues to be linked to several high-profile outfielders, and with the rotation more secure, the front office can approach these opportunities without sacrificing depth. The focus now shifts to ensuring the pitching staff remains balanced and healthy while finding ways to strengthen the lineup. Looking closer at Weathers' performance metrics, his fastball velocity is impressive for a lefty, sitting consistently in a range that challenges hitters at all levels. His breaking pitches, particularly his curveball, generate significant run value, and his ability to limit walks while maintaining average strikeout rates makes him an efficient pitcher who can go deep into games. The Yankee staff is well-versed in developing pitchers who have strong fundamentals but require refinement, and Weathers seems like a perfect candidate to thrive under that system. If healthy, he can slot into the rotation alongside Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, and Luis Heel, giving the Yankees a mix of experience and youth, lefties and righties, creating a dynamic rotation that can adjust to any lineup they face. The trade also makes sense when considering the Yankees' outfield situation. With prospects like Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez, along with established stars, there was simply no immediate need for the players traded away. Brendan Jones, known for his speed and defensive skills, and Dylan Lewis, who showed flashes of power and athleticism, both had limited opportunities to break into a crowded outfield lineup. By moving these players, the Yankees were able to address a more pressing need without creating a hole in the roster. The move reflects a front office strategy that prioritizes long-term value and team balance, ensuring that each piece contributes meaningfully to the team's success. Ryan Weathers' journey to the Yankees has been one of growth and persistence. Starting with the Padres, he faced challenges and setbacks that could have derailed his career, but a move to the Marlins allowed him to find consistency and build confidence. His improvement over time is evident in his statistics, and now he has the chance to continue that upward trajectory in one of the most storied organizations in baseball. The Yankees are betting that their coaching staff can help him reach the next level, turning potential into results on the field. This trade also sends a message about how the Yankees are approaching team construction in the current market. Rather than overpaying for established talent or making short-term moves, they are looking for players who can contribute now while still having room to grow into future stars. Weathers fits that mold perfectly, and the minimal loss of prospects makes the trade a clear win for the team. It's the kind of calculated risk that can pay dividends over multiple seasons, and it positions the Yankees well as they look toward both the immediate season and beyond. As we consider the bigger picture, the Yankees' strategy appears to be focused on maximizing the effectiveness of their roster while keeping an eye on flexibility for future moves. With pitching secured, the team can continue exploring potential outfield additions and other enhancements without jeopardizing depth. The Weathers trade is a cornerstone of this approach, a move that solves a problem, adds a talented player to the rotation, and opens the door for further roster optimization. Fans can be excited not only for what Weathers brings immediately, but also for the potential long-term impact he could have on the pitching staff. The acquisition of Ryan Weathers also highlights the Yankees' ability to identify talent that others might overlook due to past injuries or inconsistency. While some might view his injury history as a risk, the organization sees opportunity. A controlled, methodical development plan can unlock the kind of performance that makes him a key contributor. The Yankees have a track record of taking pitchers with raw talent and refining their skills to achieve peak performance, and Weathers is the latest example of that philosophy in action. Now that Ryan Weathers is officially in the Yankees' rotation, the conversation shifts to what this means for the rest of the team. The pitching staff has been a focal point for the front office this offseason, especially considering how injuries impacted last season's campaign. With Weathers coming in, the Yankees now have more flexibility to manage innings and workloads while keeping the rotation competitive and balanced. It's a move that doesn't just address immediate needs, but also positions the team to handle the grind of a full Major League Baseball season, where depth can often be the difference between contention and disappointment. What makes this acquisition even more exciting is how it fits into the Yankees' broader plan of building around young, high-upside talent while complementing established veterans. Weathers brings with him a combination of experience and potential that aligns perfectly with the team's current philosophy. While he's shown flashes of brilliance, the Yankees see a player who can continue to develop, and under the guidance of the coaching staff, there's a real opportunity to turn him into a consistent top-of-the-rotation starter. It's the kind of development story that fans love to follow, a player with promise arriving at the perfect time in his career and within an organization that can maximize his potential. Looking at the minor league pieces traded to acquire Weathers, it becomes clear that this was a smart and calculated move. Dylan Lewis and Brendan Jones were talented, but their paths were blocked by a depth chart crowded with established players. Lewis, with his combination of power and speed, and Jones, known for his elite base-stealing ability and defensive range, were impressive in the minors, but neither was projected to crack the Yankees' immediate lineup. The team evaluated the opportunity cost and determined that acquiring a starting pitcher who addresses a pressing need outweighed the potential upside of these prospects. In essence, it was a move that maximized the return on investment without mortgaging the future. Weathers' history shows a player who thrives when given the right environment and coaching. After struggling early with the Padres, he found consistency with the Marlins, improving season after season when healthy. The Yankees are betting on their ability to replicate and enhance that development trajectory. The focus will likely be on refining his mechanics, optimizing pitch selection, and maintaining health over a grueling season. With these factors in place, the upside is substantial. Weathers has the tools to be not just a contributor, but potentially a key figure in the rotation for years to come. The strategic implications of this move extend beyond just the rotation. By securing Weathers, the Yankees have more flexibility to explore other roster adjustments. With pitching addressed, the team can now look more closely at potential additions in the outfield or lineup. Names like Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker have been linked to the team, and with depth on the pitching side, there's less pressure to overextend in other areas. This trade demonstrates a balanced approach, solving one problem without creating another, while leaving room for additional improvements. Analyzing Weather's skill set, there's a lot to be optimistic about. His fastball velocity is impressive for a lefty, consistently challenging hitters and generating weak contact. His breaking pitches, particularly his curveball, contribute significant run value, and he maintains solid command, keeping walks under control while producing strikeouts at league average rates. These are the metrics the Yankees prioritize when acquiring a pitcher, especially one who could be further developed and molded. Weathers fits perfectly into this mold, offering a mix of raw talent and polish that the organization can enhance over time. In terms of rotation placement, Weathers will likely slot in behind or around while Warren and Luis heel, creating a dynamic mix of lefties and righties that gives the Yankees flexibility against different lineups. Max Fried and Cam Schlittler will anchor the rotation alongside him, with Weathers adding depth and stability. This balance is key to navigating the long season, managing workloads, and giving the team multiple options in case of injuries or underperformance. It's not just about one player. It's about how he fits into the larger system and contributes to a competitive, resilient rotation. The trade also reinforces the Yankees' reputation for turning promising pitchers into impact players. Matt Blake and the coaching staff have a proven track record of taking pitchers who may have been inconsistent or underappreciated elsewhere and unlocking their full potential. Weathers arrives in an environment designed for growth, with access to advanced analytics, specialized training, and a coaching philosophy that emphasizes development without overexertion. For fans, it's exciting because it's a glimpse into what could be a transformative period for a young pitcher who now has the platform to succeed at the highest level. Turning attention back to the minor league players involved, Brendan Jones' speed and base-stealing ability, while impressive, wasn't going to translate into meaningful playing time given the Yankees' current outfield roster. Dylan Lewis, with his combination of power and athleticism, faced a similar roadblock. Both players are talented, but the team's depth and strategic priorities meant that moving them was the right call. Trades like this are a natural part of building a championship-caliber roster, giving up pieces who won't contribute immediately to acquire a player who addresses a pressing need. It's the type of decision that can pay dividends for years, especially when the incoming player has high upside like Weathers. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. A quiet storm is brewing in the Bronx, and whispers from the clubhouse suggest tensions may be higher than ever within the New York Yankees. A relatively unknown player, who has largely flown under the radar this season, reportedly unleashed a scathing critique of manager Aaron Boone, labeling his approach to leadership as soft and implying that the team's culture has grown complacent. According to sources close to the team, the player expressed frustration with what he perceives as an overly pampered environment, where accountability has taken a back seat to comfort and leniency. The remarks, which some insiders describe as unfiltered and blunt, reportedly paint a picture of a roster that has been allowed to coast, protected from the pressures that traditionally define championship-caliber teams. The culture is soft, the player allegedly told associates, and some guys have gotten too used to being coddled. This isn't the Yankees I grew up watching. While the identity of the player remains unconfirmed, the comments have already fueled speculation among fans and analysts about possible fractures within the squad. Boone, who has long been praised for his steady demeanor and player-friendly approach, may now face questions about whether his leadership style is effective at maintaining discipline and driving performance. The Yankees, known historically for their demanding standards and no-nonsense expectations, are suddenly under a spotlight for potentially harboring a roster that thrives on comfort rather than challenge. Critics of Boone's methods argue that a soft culture risks eroding competitiveness, especially in high-stakes moments where mental toughness and resilience are paramount. As the season progresses, the rumor mill around the Bronx continues to churn. Some suggest that these remarks could spark internal discussions about accountability, while others wonder whether Boone will need to adopt a firmer hand to reassert authority. Meanwhile, fans and commentators alike are left to speculate. Is this the voice of a disgruntled outsider exaggerating tensions, or a genuine reflection of deeper unease within one of baseball's most storied franchises? Whatever the truth, the comments have added a layer of intrigue and drama, reminding the league that even a team as historic as the Yankees is not immune to internal scrutiny. The coming weeks may reveal whether this is merely the grumbling of a single, frustrated player or the first sign of a cultural reckoning that could reshape the clubhouse dynamics under Boone's watch. Either way, the rumor has reignited a debate about leadership, accountability, and what it truly takes to wear pinstripes in New York. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.